Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Kurubihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāh Sarvasachāstrāh Tānityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Apadāmapahārtāram Dātāram Sarvasampadām Lokābhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namāmyaham. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Ramanama Varanane Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikirmunisimhasya Kavitavanacharinaha Shrunvan Ramakathanadam Konayati Parangadim Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishtamunaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagham Bhuyo Namasyamyaham Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavairnata Smaha Purnananda Swabhavaha Swajana Krute Mayayopatakayaha Karunyadudidhir Shurajanamanavartam Mohapanke Nimagnam Avishyantarvasishtam Bahiravikalayan Shishyabhavam Vitene Yasamvadena Shastramruta Jaladhimamum Ramachandram Prapadye Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tannamahami Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaha. Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Vashishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Veda Vyasadi Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Shastrasya Acharyebhyo Namaha. Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripa Anugrahena उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्धि तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांतादि मोक्ष प्रक्रियाणां गुरु शिष्य भगवत भक्त परंपराणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां आचार्याणां गुरूणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासूनां श्रोतॄणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा प्रेरणोत्साह ज्ञानादीनां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना सेवा उपासना यज्ञ यागादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे हिन्दुसनातनधर्मस्य प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं भारतवर्षार्थं सनातनधर्मार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि आचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्तसीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणम षष्ठ सर्गः दैव निराकरण नाम। Friends, welcome. Remember all the 12-13 व्यक्तित्वास which we have to develop with our own effort of लोक सेवा धर्म स्थापना विराग भक्त शिष्य मुमुक्षु जिज्ञासु श्रोतृ साधक परिश्रमी प्रेरित प्रशांत संस्कृत भाषा प्रवीणता. Also remember the 7 sources of blessings to us: Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jaganmata, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, and our own selves. Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Shastram we are studying. Second, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam. Sixth, Sarga, Daiva Nirakaranam. And you are seeing from last 2 sargas, the theme is the one's own self-effort is more important than anything. With that, all the failures, negatives of the past can be rectified or overpowered, etc. Then any goal, secular, worldly, sacred, spiritual, one can through his efforts achieve. Along with it, when he seeks the help of the Shastras and Gurus and Acharyas. This is the theme, but it has to be driven into our heart. Therefore, so many examples, logics, explanations. Sri Vasishtha Bhagavan is using to drive this point into our hearts. We are lucky, and whoever are studying such portions are lucky because they are the only ones which awaken the sleeping giant in us. They are the only ones which make human beings pursue great successes and evolutions for himself and the world at large. That's how this topic becomes very, very crucial, essential for the spiritual or non-spiritual, everybody. More so to the Adhyatmika sadhakas. And I'm sure we are all attending these every day, one by one shloka. We are trying to analyze and understand. Hope you are here and hope you understood the importance of daily listening to such things. Then only that information has a chance to become our knowledge. From that, we get inspired really to do our best and achieve the best in our lives. So, we have come up to the shloka number Narayana. Ha ha. Uh, 32 we have 31 we have seen. From the 30th we just try to study what is said in 30th mantra. फिर से देख लो. व्यवहार सहस्राणि यान्युपायान्ति यान्ति च यथा शास्त्रं विहर्तव्यं तेषु त्यक्त्वा सुखासुखे. So one of the very beautiful tips. All these are what is given by Vaashishtha ji, or you can call them as the common sense thought, the matured understandings to make the life easier, even pursuing the goals also certain and easier. These are all doing that job. Clear? So here he says, Vyavahara Sahasrani Yani Upayanti Yanti Cha. Let thousands of Vyavaharas come in our life and they go away. Teshu Sukha Sukhe Tyaktva. Without getting identified with them with Sukha. Sukha means Sukha giving Raga, Dukkha giving Dvesha. Towards the Sukha giving Raga, towards Dukkha giving Dvesha. So without getting into the Raga Dvesha with the thousands of Vyavaharas that come and go in our life. Hana? Many of them come. Sukadeka ate yate, yanti upayanti. From the nature, from the government, from the people, from the society, from the Veda, from our own friends, relatives, even Upadi. Let all of them have their own track. What we have to do is Yatha Shastram Vihartavyam. We have to do the Vihara of putting our efforts as per the Shastra. Yatha Shastram Vihartavyam. Okay. In that, let us do Narayana little vicharana on this for a minute. What is the meaning of Yatha Shastram Vihartavya? Means Shastra is Bhagavan's expression. In the Shastra, the Jnanam is given. Clear? So, as per the Jnanam gained from the Shastra, we have to do Viharana. What Viharana? These 3-4 things. First of all, when these Vyavahara Sahasrani Ayanti Niryanti, giving Sukha and Dukkha, how they have to be received. This is what Shastra says. We have to do accordingly. How they have to be responded to. This is what Shastra says. That also we have to know and do. Don't you say okay? Third one, Yatha Shastra Viharatavyam. Shastra also does the guidance regarding our duties, depending on what is our position in our life. Generally, it is called Varna and Ashrama Vyavastha. In that, every identity of our comes mote torpar, and related to those identity, what duties we have to do, that Shastra tells us. That also we have to know, and let us do the Sadharma Acharana as a Vihara. So the first Vihara is how to receive what the world is giving, Sukha Dukkha. Second Vihara is how to respond to that. Third Vihara, according to Shastra, Yatha Shastra, we have to do is knowing our position, knowing our duties related to that position, and doing them as told by Shastra, and that is the third Vihara. The four Shastra Vihara, Yatha Shastra Vihara is what? In the Shastra only, ki whatever the Artha Kama, Dharma, Dharma to Mata adi hai na, Artha Kama adi Prapti ke liye, what sort of upasanas, what sorts of yajnas, what sorts of prarthanas, and to which devata, in what way to be done. All that is given. Therefore, even to fulfill your higher ambitions, goals, achievements of this world, the other world, Shastra gives us how to do. Therefore, Yatha Shastra only, do your duty there, or the sadhanas to be done to obtain the desired fulfillment as a vihara. The main word here is vihara and Yatha Shastra Vihara. The vihara means what? When you go to the vihara, you only enjoy it. So learn in life the art of enjoying, to live life as per Shastra. These four things. And in contrast to all the four, in the fifth one also Shastra says. What Shastra says is all these four are projection, imaginary, temporary. Shastra says Brahma Satyam, Paramatma Satyam. Therefore, Brahma Prapti and Paramatma Prapti alone moksha. Brahma Vidapnoti Param. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. Therefore, in the fifth case, may what said by Shastra as ultimate goal, that is moksha through Brahma Prapti, that alone we have to take as our own life's goal. And in the Shastra only, what are the qualifications, how we have to pursue that moksha marga, how to achieve, where to find that mukti giving Paramatma Anubhuti, all are told by Shastra. Knowing that and living life exactly like that is equal to Yatha Shastram Vihartavya. And in that, Guru Upasadanam is told. सो परीक्षलोकान् कर्मचितान् ब्राह्मणः निर्वेदमायात् नास्त्यकृतकृतेन तद्विज्ञानार्थं स गुरुमेवाभिगच्छेत् समित्पाणिं पाणिः श्रोत्रियं ब्रह्मनिष्ठम्. Again, if anything shortcomings are there, how to rectify? Shastra says. If any sins are committed, how to do the atonement? That also is Shastra says. That's why in Gita Bhagavan in that 16th chapter, last shloka, he says, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam for you. Karya Akarya Vyavasthitam. In knowing the Vyavastha of Karya, what is to be done definitely, Akarya, what is to be avoided. Jnatva Shastra Vidhana Uktam. Knowing exactly what is said by the saints or the Lord in the Shastra, Karma Kartumiha Arhasi, you deserve to do the karma. In that, these 7 things we said. What is that? Prayaschitta karma, okay. Ashubha nirmulana karma, moksha giving, adhyatmika sadhana karma, uttama loka prapti giving, yajnayaga upasanadi karma. 5th one is swadharma karma according to varnashrama. 6th one is how to respond to the world in whatever the way it comes to us. Before that, the 7th one is how to receive it without any reactions, etc. These are the 7 things which we are supposed to do exactly according to Shastra and make it a habit. And because of those performances, definitely you get the results. Therefore, it is a vihara, it is an enjoyment. So, live life joyfully. Live life joyfully while performing. Live life joyfully while performing as told by the Shastra in all these 7 cases. While doing so, है ना, व्यवहार सहस्राणि आयान्तु उपायान्तु निर्यान्तु तेषु सुखदुःखे न कृत्वा तेषु रागद्वेषे न कृत्वा. See, this is a $1 million, million rupee important thought. The Maya, the delusion, works in this only. What it does, it distracts our attention from what we have to do to uh, by to give the importance to so many things which come and go in our life on which we have no control at all. Whether it is the natural calamities happening, whether they are national, international affairs happening, whether they are things happening around us where we are not called for or invited, on all of them we pay our attention. By that we miss our main job of living life according to Shastra, either for the moksha or any other gain which you want. Therefore, we have to live life like animals. What is the animal life? It only minds its business. It doesn't bother about anything else. What do we do? In bothering about others, we forget our own duties, of our own achievements. Life is first you achieve yourself. You stand on your feet in the worldly parallels as well as spiritual. Thereby, you are no more a liability burden to the world. After that, now you support the world. First, you stand on your feet, then support. For that, all these Yatha Shastra Vihartavya is a beautiful guidance, beautiful unparalleled direction given by Bhagavan Sri Vasishtha Ji. So, Vyavahara Sahasrani Upayanto Riryanto Teshu Sukaduke Nakratva Yatashastharam Viharetu Vihartavyam. Tavya Pratyaya means Kartavya, to be done in your own interest. So, for that, what is to be done first? Therefore, study Shastras under the guidance of Gurus regularly and grasp there. Some places directly the knowledge is given, in some places through the yukti the knowledge is given, in many places through examples the knowledge is given, so many places in the form of stories like Puranas, the knowledge is given by the Shastra as to what we have to aim at as the goal and how to achieve it. And also what goal we have, is it correct or not? If it is correct, again how to achieve it. If it is not correct, why it is not correct? ऑल दिस गाइडेंस शास्त्र कृपा से हमको देता है. वंडरफुल श्लोक है कि नहीं? देखो कितना महान है श्री वशिष्ठ जी गाइडेंस. हु डजंट नीड दिस नॉलेज? बताओ. Every one of us need. Let us no more be any more be immature, not to study our Shastra, immature to blindly follow our own stupid mind, intellect, and immature to follow double stupid than us, the other people of the world. That's all wrong life. Only Shastra is Pramana, and what is told in Shastra, Gurus will tell us, so from them we study them. This is the only way, best way. Any other alternative is we are digging grave for ourselves. नेक्स्ट वन, उसको सब्सटैंशिएट जस्टिफाई करते हुए भगवान से इन द नेक्स्ट मंत्र, यथा शास्त्रमनुच्छिन्नाम मर्यादाम स्वाम अनुज्झतः उपतिष्ठन्ति सर्वाणि रत्नानि अम्बुनिधौ इव. सर्वाणि उपतिष्ठन्ति, सर्वाणि विजयानि उपतिष्ठन्ति, सर्वाणि सुखानि उपतिष्ठन्ति. All the successes, all the happinesses, whether secular of that world or this world, or the sacred of spiritual unfoldment, all of them come to us. Ratnyani Ambunidhaviva, like all the jewels, pearls, from wherever they come, they reach to the ocean only. In the same way, to that person, all the Vijayas, all Sukhas, Anandas will come. To whom? These two, three things. One is what? Yatha Shastram. Second is Yatha Shastram Maryadam. Third, Yatha Shastram Maryadam Swam. Fourth is Yatha Shastram Maryadam Swam Anuchinnam. Yatha Shastram, as per Shastra, Swam, one's own, Maryadam, the things to be done, Anuchinnam, unbroken, Anujjataha, without giving up. Without giving up, in an unbroken serious way, the one who follows the Shastra Maryada, as told by the Shastra, for him, Sarvani Upadishtandi, every successes, every sukhas will come to him. No, how can this be told more simply, clearly than this? Example of Ambunidha Viva Ratnani, just like so many Ratnas, jewels, they reach to the ocean, this person will attract all the successes to him. Yatha Shastra. But the three adjectives added are, one is Swam, then Maryadam, then Anuchinnam, Anujjatah. Anuchinnam is continuous. Anujjatam is without breakage in between or giving up for any reason. And what are the two reasons because of which we give up the Shastra Maryada? One is misguidance by the other people. Second is what? We want the results to come quickly or without performing. In those cases, we give up the Shastra Maryada, then we do according to our own mind, but that being not the correct process, we'll be caught, we'll be punished by our own wrongdoing. उन्हीं को शास्त्र निषिद्ध, शास्त्र विहित नहीं, शास्त्र निषिद्ध ऑपोजिट रूप में कर्म करने को ही पाप या अधर्म कहते हैं. Doing the actions against Shastra are termed as the sins and unrighteous activities. Now they have consequentially miseries only to give us. So why should we go for it? So Yatha Shastram Swam Maryadam Anuchinnam, then Anujjataha. विच्छिन्न भी नहीं करना. विच्छिन्नता वही लंबा मैं नहीं करूंगा करके खड़ा हो जाऊंगा. We try to घुसो in between the line. That is called as उच्छिन्नता. No, you stand in life, your turn will come. That's the best way of our darshan. In the same way, this is a beautiful shloka. अपने मर्यादा के अनुसार शास्त्र उचित कर्म बिना ब्रेक किए, बिना छोड़े निरंतर करने से आपको सर्वाणि उपदिष्टन्ति, every success will come to you. Means what? Every goal, whatever you choose for succeeding in that, in what way the Shastra told, following all those maryadas. You want the Artha Purushartha, Shastra tells us how to achieve in a dharmic manner. A Kama Purushartha, Shastra tells to involve involve in a dharmic manner. Follow it. How to follow Dharma, Shastra says. These are said in the first three portions of Mantra Brahmana Aranyaka. When the goal is Paramarthika, then Upanishads come to guide us. So yatha upanishad shastram, when we do the sadhana, we will get that moksha anubhuti also. So mukti chahiye, mukti chahiye. Sukha chahiye, mukti chahiye. Both of them when we work hard according to Shastra. So till the above shlokas, our Purushartha is insisted or stressed upon. In these 2-3 shlokas, our Purushartha according to the Shastra and unbroken. Without losing the faith or interest anywhere, without getting bogged down by any temptations from inside or misguidances from outside. शास्त्र में कहा तो करेंगे, शास्त्र में मना किया तो मना करेंगे, बस. ग्रेटेस्ट हु इज टेलिंग दिस? साक्षात वशिष्ठ. एंड गीता में किन्होंने कहा? भगवान ने कहा, है ना. ही नेवर सेड कि यू फॉलो व्हाट आई सेड. ही सेड तस्मात् शास्त्रम प्रमाणित. ऑफ कोर्स व्हाट ही सेड वाज शास्त्र ओनली, लकीली, है ना. सारा उपनिषद क्या है? उपनिषद का सार ही है ना गीता. सर्वोपनिषद गावः दोग्धा गोपालनंदन. Now comes the next sloka, continuation of it. Swartha prabhaka karyaika prayatna parata budhaihi prokta paurusha shabdena sa siddhyai shastra yantrita. Again summarizing all that, कि स्वार्थ प्रापक कार्य एक प्रयत्न परता बुधैहि पौरुष शब्देन प्रोक्ता सिद्ध्यै सा शास्त्र यंत्रिता. So clear it is, na? One by one, what you see? First, Budhai Proktaha Paurusha Shabdena. By all the wise people, means saints and sages, rishis, and the realized saints, the achievers of the successes, those who are loving and compassionate towards all of us. By those Budhai, the wise people, Prokta said this to be the Purushartha or Paurusha. What did they define the Paurusha as? Parata. Total dedication. Yatna Parata. Dedicated efforts. Prayatna parata, dedicated efforts with full efforts, effortful efforts. So prayatna parata paurusha shabdena prokta budhaihi. Prayatna parata. See that? Matlab, doing the maximum efforts is my main goal. In that way. Prayatna parata. और भी क्या है? स्वार्थ प्रापक कार्य एक. स्वार्थ प्रापक कार्य एक. Means what? Those things be attentive. Doing which definitely your swartha becomes siddha. Swartha means your own goals. Single pointedly focusing on that is called as purusharthata. One thing added to it is asiddhai shastra yantrita according to shastra. So in that, what is the extra word added here? Extra thought added here. To what has been already said, which is repeated here. Extra added is what? Ki Shastra, Swartha Prabhaka Karya Eka Prayatna means what leads to your own success. Focus on doing that. And by knowing or unknowingly, that which bigado your own karma, that which spoils your own achieving of the goal, be careful about it and avoid it. इसको इन गीता के नॉलेज में क्या कहा? गीता के भाषा में उद्धरेद आत्मनात्मानम is said that it goes with all things what are said so far. The second line, na atmanam avasadayet, है ना. Those shortcut methods, those bylanes, those adharma, those misguidances by which your own swartha siddhi is disturbed or destroyed, you don't go into those channels. How to convey this thought? A very grossest, silly, simple example is all that food which spoils your health, don't consume that. It is also equally important to this point that whatever gives you good health and energy, that food you must consume. So, consuming that food by which I remain strong and healthy is called as Swartha Pravaga Karya Eka Prayatna Parata. In that only Eka word is used, means only eat that food. When it said only eat that food, in brackets we can add all that which spoils our health, weakens us. Even though it appears to be tasty, even though it may be available cheaper or even freely, don't consume it. And again, yatha shastram adi kar diya. Because you may ask question, then what is the way of doing for the swartha prapti? Who can guide me? Tatapi shastra yantrita. Yantrita means tied down to. Yantrita means जो है ना क्या कहते हैं chained. We have to chain ourselves, bind ourselves to the methodology given in the Shastras to pursue any of the goal. And that parata, the word parata is the totally I know what Shastra says to do, exactly I do that. Can come anybody, whatever they say, in whatever the flowery languages, to distract me from the lifestyle as per Shastra, I am not going to yield to them. That's called parata. Like you people, some of you. Come what may, you will attend the class because you are convinced about it. When you go to classes regularly the feeding is given for the thoughts to understand about life in its entirety, how to respond to world, how to keep ultimate goal in mind, how to pursue. Is therefore my evening class is pakka. You made it. So for you, evening class attending is parata. Then to disturb it, to distract it, so many things come, but you are able to negotiate them and come to class. In the same way, Swartha Prapaka. Prapaka means dilane wala. Swartha Prapaka means that which gets you your goals achievement. That karya, eka prayatna parata. That I have to do, that alone I have to do. Other than that, I should not do anything. है ना? Like in the court, कहूंगा, सच कहूंगा, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूंगा. All the three are important. When that person who is called for as a sakshi or any of the one, तो वो मुंह तो बंद करके तो नहीं रह सकता, उसको कहना पड़ेगा. So for us also, to achieve the goals, we have to work only. And for him, कहूंगा, सच कहूंगा. For us it is, we do, but according to Shastra only. Then what is told by him, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं करूंगा. Here also, Shastra yantrita vidhana से that alone I will do and not the other things which destroy my karya. How to know that something will destroy my karya, therefore I have to avoid it? Is it according to Shastra or not? That's the reference. More than that, straight away पढ़ो शास्त्र, उसके अनुसार जीते रहो और इधर उधर मत देखना. Like in nowadays, you have that Google guidance. You have to go to that place, you just put that address or whatever in the phone. She only will tell you left jao, right jao, सीधा जाओ, सज्जे ले लो, खब्बे ले लो. You just follow it, you are in the destination. दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत भी नहीं, even if it is there. In the same way, शास्त्र समझने के लिए दिमाग लगाना है हमको. आफ्टर दैट दिमाग को जरूरत ही नहीं करना, यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं, वो फॉलो करो बस, दैट्स इट. Guru and Shastra and parents. What they said, to understand and do it, we have to use intellect. More than that, intellect की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Then it will be misguided intellect by the mind, by the vasanas from within, or by the other outer people who are only misguiders. So, sa siddhyai, that becomes cause of success, and that should be Shastra yantrita. This is called as Paurusha Shabdena by the Buddha. So, what is defined as the Paurusha by the Buddhas? According to Shastra, for our Swartha Siddhi, means to achieve our successes, worldly or spiritual, what is to be done? Exactly, we are doing it, doing with no stone left unturned, and not giving it up any time. As it is said earlier, Anuchinna and Anujataha, most importantly, not involving in anything which cancels my sadhana. Add that one. Because many a times we do good things, we do good, very good things. But much before they give us result, we do something bad also, which nullifies that good doing. लाइक अच्छा मसालेदार जबरदस्त सब्जियां खाना बना रहे हो आप, सडन उसमें एक ऐसी चीज डाल दी जिससे सारा स्वाद बिगड़ जाए. फिर क्यों डाला रे बाबा, मैंने सोचा, मैंने बट तुम्हारे रेसिपी में तो ये डालने को नहीं कहा ना, क्यों डाला तुमने? द रेसिपी इज शास्त्र. और उसके अनुसार ही तुमने किया, बट तुम्हारे अपने दिमाग से या किसी ने कहा चलो ये भी डाल के देखते हैं, समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा यू एडेड, होल टेस्ट इज गॉन. भाई whoever have given that recipe, they have well experimented. It's a very authentic way it is said. So you follow it strictly. In the same way, Shastra is not given by ordinary people. Bhagavan himself has given. That is enough to study, understand and practice for every goal, spiritual and secular. Then those who are fully involved in that, prayatna parata, prayatna eka parata is the word. And swartha prapaka karya eka prayatna parata udaihi paurusha shabdena prokta. By wise people, this is called as purushartha. Sa siddhai, that definitely will become siddhi when it is shastra yantrita, of course, by following the shastra paddhati. तो सी वशिष्ठ जी कितना इन दोनों चीजों पे जोर दे रहे. पुरुषार्थ अकॉर्डिंग टू शास्त्र, शास्त्र अकॉर्डिंग टू पुरुषार्थ, दोनों भी है ना. शास्त्र पढ़ ली लेकिन पुरुषार्थ नहीं किया तो इट इज लाइक यू एंड आई, पढ़ी जा रहे कुछ नहीं कर रहे, इससे कुछ मिलता ही नहीं. दे अदर पीपल working purushartha but not following the shastra, therefore they also won't succeed. इसलिए कार्य करना है, शास्त्र के अनुसार करना है, कर्तव्य कर्म करना है यथा शास्त्र निर्देशित किया. Isn't it? For the achievement of goal. Goals cannot be anything. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha only. In that artha, kama goals are worldly. They won't give us permanent bliss. So instead of that, let us go for the moksha. Slowly, all these knowledges we have to understand to apply for our moksha purushartha only, because you and I are seated here not for discussing about the success in gaining artha and kama. We are adhyatmika sadhakas. Vaashishtha is mainly telling all this for that purpose only. You will see as the topic of the Jnanam is introduced within some 7-8 slokas. And slowly from after 2-3 sargas, other than Tattva Chintana, कुछ कहेंगे नहीं. But उससे पहले Purushartha, according to Shastra, these two being very crucial things, he is giving 4 sargas per communicating that thought to us. 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 sargas. Done? Now let's go to the next sloka. वेरी थोड़ा बड़े बड़े श्लोक है, श्लोक छोटा बट इतने सारे मिला के बातें बता रहे ना, सारा समझकर बताना है. एंड आई एम डूइंग इट फॉर माय ओन सेक, देयरफॉर आई डोंट वांट टू स्किप एनीथिंग. इफ आई हैव डन, आई एम डूइंग इट फॉर यू, आई वुड हैव स्किप्ड मेनी थिंग्स. बट मेरे लिए कर रहा हूँ, इसलिए एक श्लोक भी मुझे नहीं छोड़ना और एक श्लोक का भी कोई भी समझदारी नहीं छोड़ना और उसको मैक्सिमम समझने का कोशिश करना. That's what is my effort of studying this Vaashishtha, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharayana. If Bhagavan's Krupa is there, all of these will be remembered also. Clear? Now, Kriyaya Spanda Dharminya Swartha Sadhakata Swayam Sadhu Sangama Satchastra Tikshnayo Niyate Dhiya. How beautiful, you know? Here, slowly spirituality is added. Okay? So Swayam means by one's own self, Swartha Sadhakata, achievement of one's own goal. Swartha means goal, Sadhaka means achievement. Swayam means by oneself. Unniyate, achieved. By one's own effort, one's own goal achievement can be achieved. Goals can be achieved, realized. First to catch that sentences. What is that? Swayam, Swartha Sadhakata, Unniyate, achieved. How that? First, Kriyaya. Kriya means by actions. Spanda Dharminya Kriyaya. Spanda Dharmini Kriya means very responsive actions. I mean doing those actions as a responsibility, as a duty. Here the Spanda means the inner inspiration, the joy. Inner inspiration and joy alone is the Dharma. That type of Kriya. How that comes? Because of the nobility of the goal chosen, and that goal is achieved only through this karma. When that is understood, then this is the meaning of Spanda Dharminya Kriyaya. Very responsive, inspirational activity. क्रिया स्पंद धर्मिण्या क्रिया, जिस क्रिया का स्पंदना ही धर्म है. स्पंदना मीन्स इंस्पिरेशन, स्पंदना मीन्स इनिशिएटिव, स्पंदना मीन्स जॉय. सो initiative, inspirational, joyful kriya. That kriya in which initiative, inspiration, joy is dharma. If the initiative is not there, then you never do it. If there is no inspiration, you give it up in between. If the joy is not there, then also you give it up in between. It's very morose and frustrating. So spandadharminya kriya swayam swartha sadhakata unniyate. Okay, this is what. This is equivalent to our own purushartha which we have to do. Again, the second thing is to achieve it. Whose support we have to take is, we have to take the support of tikshnaya dhiya. Underline this word. That buddhi which is tikshna, that buddhi which is sukshma, that buddhi which is shuddha, that buddhi which is ekagra. सूक्ष्म शुद्ध एकाग्र, तीनों जब बुद्धि में होते हैं उसको तीक्ष्ण बुद्धि कहते हैं. शार्प इंटेलेक्ट है ना. इन दैट शार्प इंटेलेक्ट सटिलिटी हैज कम, प्यूरिटी आल्सो हैज कम, single pointedness has come. Now, where to gain this subtlety, purity, single pointedness called as Tikshna Buddhi? It is given Sadhu Sangama Sat Shastra Tikshnaya Dhiya. That Buddhi which is made Dhiya Tikshna by Sadhu Sangama and Sat Shastra. Therefore, there is no day for us in our life where we are not sitting with the sadhus, talking to them, discussing with them regarding the goal and means. So too there should be no day without referring to our Shastras. सो साधु संगम सत्शास्त्र से अपने बुद्धि को तीक्ष्ण बनाकर उस बुद्धि से जब हम कार्य करते हैं वो भी स्पंद धर्मिणी कार्य, तब जाकर एनी ऑफ द गोल स्वार्थ धर्म स्वार्थ साधकता स्वयं उन्नीयते, इट कैन बी रियली अचीव्ड. ओके, नाउ हियर उन्नीयते मीन्स उत्नीयते. Here the achievement, when we use the word unniyate, it must be the utkrishta karma, utkrishta laksha. Then what is the utkrishta laksha? Nothing but Paramatma only. So therefore, Paramatma prapti rupi laksha will be achieved by us with our tikshna buddhi gained through the shastra dhenam and sadhu sangamagama, and the sadhana given we do with spanda dharma, with inspiration and joy. A joyful, inspired initiative taken and sustained efforts are put according to the Sukshma Buddhi, Tikshna Buddhi gained by us under the guidance of Shastra and the Guru is the way for achieving spiritual unfoldment. That is the meaning of this sloka. Now, how modern and how sublime, how complete is the thinking of our Rishi Muni. एंड उनको छोड़कर हम अपने आप को तीसमार खान इंटेलिजेंट मानते हैं. एंड वी थिंक दोज ऋषि मुनीज नो नथिंग. महात्माओं, they have known the truth, reality. We are still groping in the imaginary world and getting kicked every moment, and we think we are intelligent. And the Mahatmas, rishis are Buddha. Like another example, we the Hindu Sanatana Dharmi who have the Shastras, who know the whole creation and spirituality, etc., we consider ourselves and others also consider us as the immature race than themselves. ये कल परसों पैदा हुए जो अदर रिलीजियस बच्चा लोग, how can they be greater than us? We the Sanatana Dharmis who have all these Shastras, Jnanas, in which up to the moksha we discuss, up to the universal goodness we discuss, how can anybody be matured than us? वो सब they talk only Bhautikavada. Just because they wear the suit, boot and coat and talk in sophisticated English language, how come they become great? And some scientific discoveries they have made, उसके साथ मनुष्य महान थोड़ी बनता है. धर्म, न्याय, नीति, नियम, बंध, मोक्ष, ये जो जानता है वो महान है. Which are the scientists know all these essentials of the life? They only are just knowing some outer truths and realities, outer scientific truths with which they are discovering some comfortable things. That's it. Things which give us comfort. In the same way, we can't think we are more intelligent than the great saints of the Valmiki, the Vasishthas, the Vishwamitras, the Vedavyasas. Now you are seeing, how complete is the guidance. Kriyaya, Swanda Dharminya Kriyaya, Swayam, Swartha Sadhakata Unniyate, Tikshaya Dhiya, Sadhu Sangama Satchastra Tikshaya Dhiya. So go to the sadhu, listen from him the Shastra, make your buddhi tikshna, in which the Paramatma is the goal very clearly understood, along with that the means also is understood. Then adopting those means, perform them kriya, swanda dharminya, with full response, with full inspiration, with full initiative, with full joy, all put together is totally involving in it. अब बताओ कौन सा लक्ष्य नहीं मिलेगा ऐसा करने से. This is the guidance our rishis are giving. Right? One more. Anantam. Oh, देखो spiritual thought आ गया. Anantam samatanandam paramartham vidurmudhaah. Saibhya prapyate nityam ye sevyaha shastra sadhavah. These are the shlokas should be taken deep into our hearts. Baba, कुछ भी करो, इसको neglect मत करो. Somehow. Okay, first he says, Anantam Samata Anandam. Anantam is endless. Anandam is happiness. Samata means Samavastu Prapti. Samavastu kaun hai? Obviously Paramatma only. And this Samavastu Paramatma is Ananta, which is everywhere there. Nirdosham is Samam Brahma. And because it's Ananta, this Samata, the one Paramatma, obviously has to be Ananda. Because where there is endlessness, where there is homogeneity, there is always happiness. Misery is only in that heterogeneity as well as the endfulness. द्वैत में और शांत में ही दुख होता है. जो अद्वैत है, अनंत है, उसमें दुख लेश मात्र भी चांस नहीं है. Therefore, anantam samata anandam. First understand these two words. Anandam, anantam anandam. And that Anantamanandam is found only in Samata. Sama means that which is same pervading everywhere. And that is nothing but the Brahman only. So therefore that Brahman which is Samata, that Nirdosham is Samam Brahma, that Brahman which is Anantam, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, and that Buddham Brahman which is Anandam. So the Ananda Brahma, Sama Brahma, Samata Brahma. Okay, these three. Anantam Brahma, Samata Brahma and Anandam Brahma is Paramartham. Is the supreme thing to be pursued. Artha means goal. Parama means supreme. Artha means meaningful thing. Artha means fruitful thing. Artha means giver of the happiness. So Parama Artha means supreme goal, supreme happiness giver, supreme real phala or the fruit. Who says this? Buddha Vidhu. The wise saints and sages, we have seen all the sukhas of this world, all the sukhas of all worlds, and all the sukha or the sukha ananta Brahma. The three things those saints have known, they therefore compared and told that better than these whole worldly sukhas are the sukhas in the Devalokas, Urdhalokas, etc. But infinite greater than all those sukhas is this Brahma Sukha only. They experienced and they are telling. So underline this sentence. Anantam Paramanandam Paramartham Vidur Buddhaha. Buddhaha, the wise people say, the Parama Artha, the supreme goal, supreme achievement can be the Ananta Paramananda, which in Vedanta we call it a Brahma Tattva. Anantam Paramanandam Paramartham Vidur Buddhaha. So Buddhaha Vidhu, Buddhaha Paramartham Vidhu. Kim Bud Paramartham iti Vidhu Buddhaha Anantam Parama Anandam. What is Parama Brahman? What is Anantam Brahman? What is Anandam Brahman? Therefore, Brahman alone is Paramartha iti the Buddhas say. First sentence. Therefore, what is to be done by us as a response to this sentence? Second line says, Sa ebhya saha, that Parabrahmanamurti, ebhya prapyate nityam. By these two things, ebhya means these two. By these two things, nityam means definitely prapyate. Undoubtedly, certainly, by these two things, that Paramartha, which is Ananta Brahma, Ananda Brahma, Sama Brahma, as indicated by the Buddha, is obtained by these two things, which were said in the above shloka. Therefore, what is to be done by us? These two have to be at every effort or the cost pursued, to be pursued. What are they? Therefore, ebhya prapyate nityam. Therefore, te sevyaha. They are the ones to be approached. They are the ones to be served. They are the ones to be obtained the guidance from. Who are they? Shastra sadhavaha. So, kitna clear hai dekho ye shloka. Therefore, te sevyaha, they have to be really served, worshipped. In fact, what are they you have not told so far? Shastra sadhavaha. We are going on telling from last two sargas. So, reverse padho isko. Sevyaha. We have to worship. Whom we have to worship? Shastra sadhavaha sevyaha. शास्त्रों को साधुओं का सेवा हमें करना मीन्स approaching them, learning from them, living life according to their guidance. Why the Shastra sadhu we have to do seva? Because ebhyah nityam prapyate saha. By these two practices, definitely, certainly for anyone, that goal is achieved. Which is a goal achieved? Buddha viduhu, which is given as the ultimate goal by the Buddhas. What is that Buddhas given as the ultimate goal? Paramartham. Which type of Paramartham? Anantam Samata Anandam. So Ananta Brahma, Samata Brahma, Ananda Brahma, which is Paramartha, that can be achieved. That is said as the goal by the saints, and by them only said that it is achieved by these two things. Therefore, we are supposed to do the say above these two. Which are these two? Shastra and Sadhavaha. Sadhu means the Gurus, Rishi Muni. So Rishi Muni Gurus and our Shastras are the ones whom we have to totally surrender to. Then when their guidance is scrupulously, systematically, 100%, as said in the early sloka, Spanda Dharminya, with inspiration, initiative and joyfully, when you pursue that Paramartha ultimate goal of Anantananda, Samatananda, Brahmananda, as indicated as the ultimate goal by their experience, by the saints, we also achieve. ऋषि मुनियों के द्वारा बताया हुआ अनंत सम आनंद रूपी ब्रह्म का अनुभव इन दोनों के मार्गदर्शन में पुरुषार्थ को उत्साह से, आनंद से, इनिशिएटिव लेकर करने से हम प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. इसलिए इन दोनों जो शास्त्र है, साधु है, इनका हमें निरंतर सेवा करना है. ते सेव्या. ओके, शास्त्र साधवः. So our life is fully clearly given now. Go to Guru Maharaj, from him listen the Shastra, from that know the Parabrahma has the goal, and then get the means also clearly understood by the guidance. Then keep on following that without breakage. As said earlier, Spanda Dharmini Kriya, as earlier said, स्वार्थ प्रापक कार्य का प्रयत्न परता, ये सारे याद रहना चाहिए हमको. Chain of thoughts there all. So all of them, when you join them, the thought becomes big, complete, certain, pakka. Then we have to implement that. Not an ordinary Shastra. They are all not sporadically given without thinking. अरे बाबा, हमारे ऋषि मुनि लोग ब्रह्मानुभव में रहते हैं, महायोगी महासिद्ध. When they talk anything, it is systematic, it is foolproof, it is 100% perfect in all aspects. If at all anything misses, it is our inability to understand them, our incapacities, our buddhi's stulata, our extrovertedness, our non-application, our ashraddha. These are the reasons because of which we don't understand them. Otherwise, they are foolproof, perfect, 100%. So, Anantam Samatanandam Paramartham Vidurbuddhaha Saha Ebhya Prapyate Nityam. Therefore, te sevyaha. In where what are they? Shastra sadhavaha. So, Shastra sadhavaha sevyaha tebhyaha nityam paramartham, which is Anantam Samatanandam Prapyate. अब दिन शुरू करो, उपनिषद वगैरह सुनना, समझना. You know, we are seeing in every of the Upanishads how the Tattva Vicharana is given. Please remember, Upanishad Vedya Brahma is not an object. Okay, it is not Kriya Prapta Vastu. The Brahman is our own Swarupa inside that has to be discovered or realized through the inner journey of contemplation in which we cross the distances of the Panchakoshas or the three Dehas or the Dvaita or whatever all these things. Therefore, it is inner journey. It is not a journey from place to place, not a journey in time, not a journey in reaching from one object to the other. It is a journey from the ignorance to the knowledge, from the not self to the self, from the unreal to the real. देखो इसमें कोई स्थूल पदार्थ नहीं होता. हमको आदत है ना, कोई स्थूल पदार्थ मिले तो ही हमको लगता है कुछ कामयाबी हुई. In spirituality, there is nothing gross thing that's achieved. No objects are achieved. Gross objects. No lokas we are taken to. They are all by the other purushartha of yajna upasanadi. In the Upanishadic purushartha, what happens is we just come out of the ignorance delusion about our identity. That we think we are Jiva identified with Upadis. No. We are Nirupadika Nirvishesha Brahma. That is the Anumuti that's given. And that Brahman being Samata, being Ananta, being Ananda, there is infinite bliss. Therefore, there is no more losing that. There is nothing greater than that. That's why that's called as Paramartham by the wise people. So this is how this shloka. Then one more sloka we'll see today. Devalokadihagatya lokadvaya hitam bhaved praktanam paurusham tadvai daiva shabdena kathyate. So Devalokadihagatya. We have come from the higher worlds onto the human beings. And then when we went there, we have gone there because of our punya phala. When we come back, still some of the residue which remains because of we come back and because of which whatever we get, that is called as praktanam karma. So praktanam paurusham tadvai daiva shabdena kaptyate. That praktana karma, that alone is called as daiva shabda, which is a residue remaining, therefore which brought us to this world after the result of punya karma is over in the daivadi uttama lokas. Okay, devalokat iha agatya lokahadvaya itam bhavet praktanam paurusham tadvai daiva shabdena katyate. So that is called as daiva, that is called as the praktana paurusha, which chases us in this life after we come back from the higher worlds enjoyed as a result of our punya. Therefore, what it means it continues. You can't need not worry about it more. You just focus on study Shastra from the Guru, keep the ultimate as the goal, and know the sadhana from there. Shastras only, keep doing them. दैवम प्राकृतम ज्यादा उस चक्कर में पढ़कर प्राक्तनम सारी प्रेजेंट में जो पुरुषार्थ करना है उसको मत छोड़ो. It is such a wonderful thought, I tell you. If this clicks to us and we really get that inner zest, joy, zeal, and inspiration and become the performers, doers according to Shastra, how many first the worldly things we can achieve, slowly, the ultimate truth also can be realized. So we are left with now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mantras. Them we'll do tomorrow. This sarga will be over. Then we go to the other one. So Daiva Nirakarana, Paurusha Prayatna, Protsahana, that also according to Sadhu and Shastra. And Sadhu and Shastra say that a Samatananda only Paramarthika Laksha, then pursue that one. To all their assembled Sri Vaashishtha telling along with or through Sri Ramji. And for all of us also, this is the wisdom. When we don't study these Shastras, we know it. Like if you don't study medicine, you don't know medical knowledge. Even you know the medical knowledge, at the most disease only you can cure. You won't get moksha. So if you don't study economics, then economic knowledge won't be. Even if you study and become economical grade post professor, still you can't be mukta purusha. You don't study law, the law system you don't know. Even if you study law, you will get legal benefits, but you won't get moksha. In the same way, if you don't study Shastra, these jnanams will not come. And gaining this knowledge and do the sadhana, you may not get what a lawyer gets, you may not get what a doctor gets, but you get what they never got, called as moksha. Think about yourself. without being doctor, lawyer, engineer, but a Mukta Purusha. You want to become that, or you want to be doctor, lawyer, engineer and bound? अब चुन लो क्या करना. Anything other than Paramatma Prapti is bandhana only. फर्स्ट टू हैव परमात्मा प्राप्ति, उसके बाद मजाक के लिए जो करना है करो, उसमें क्या है. Thousands of realized saints express themselves in thousand ways in the world. कोई मूक बनकर रहते हैं, कोई हिमालय में घूमते हैं, है ना, कोई ऐसी गुफा में रह जाते हैं, कोई पब्लिक में आते हैं, आकर कोई प्रवचन करते हैं, कोई किताब लिखते हैं, कोई वैद्य सेवा करते हैं, कोई और कुछ आर्टिकल्स लिखते हैं. They are all secondary, but all of them are basically first realize the self and mukta. What we are doing, instead of pursuing the mukti, all these things we are pursuing, imagining that through them the mukti or the infinite happiness comes, and we are all deluded, because that is not the correct thing which gives us moksha. Then the whole life is ended in that. With all the vasanas, we are born again only to again pursue the outer world. This all happens when we don't study Shastra. Tattva Shastra, Moksha Shastra, under the guidance of the Guru who has already tasted that moksha and he has understood all the Shastras, who can guide us well. Right? Let us see them tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasa Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Mate Namam Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय, श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री योगवास्य महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य नारायणाविद्यो तन्नोदासतमो ब्रह्म मंगलमूर्तिनाम ब्रह्मलोकात् येरिमेव. बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय, श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोल श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योगवासिष्ठ पातंजलि देवदर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण सुसंहिता शिवपुराण स्कंद पुराण त्रिपुरारहस्य आदि समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संत वाङ्मय शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर, सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिवरा शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोतावक साधक से उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. That's great. Join in 5 minutes for our other 3 texts. Atma Bodha, Skanda Purana, and also Upanishads. Thank you.